like Jesus walking. Oozing on the man, more like Christopher walking. I mean with the straights and the apes. I know it's up on the square. Freddie was. Feel my niggas, feel the streets. I'll be in New York with the gangsters. So when
what's up, it's Jorge. So, you know what I mean? It's Jorge. How's it going? So like I said, I'll be working in delis and shit, but man, there's one place. I've worked at the which one? The Gateway Fred Meyer. Man, I've worked there before, right? And that place is scary. It's scary. If you know what I'm talking about, the Gateway Fred Meyer in Portland is like, it's wild, man. Honestly, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a whole bunch of crackheads and just homeless people, but it's more than that, I think. But at the end of the day, it's just crazy being around in that area. Just cops, people, I mean, just all the time, bro. Non-stop, continuous, and they know what I mean, though. Okay, it's just stupid. I hate going around there, man. It's weird. Like at nighttime, it's probably okay, honestly. Like at nighttime, it's just because it's like quieter. I think nighttime, but then again, that's just me. It's just a personal opinion. So there's just like a couple things that happened to me there. More, not a couple things, but just like these are just the more notable events that have happened there. So this one time I was working the cash register, right? I was helping this dude out, and we were just slowing down finally. It was the last dude in that long ass fucking line in the deli, all the baked chicken shit, whatever. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. Comes up, asks for 2 baked thighs. I'm like, alright, boom boom, whatever. I go to the cash register. He has to be rung up there. This dude is mad red-faced, okay? Let's get it first off. This man was zooted off whatever the fuck he just used, you know what I mean? This man was gone, bro. Like, he could not look him in the face. He was like... like the entire time I was helping him, not paying attention to me, like, and he talked so quiet at first. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking hear you. You know what I mean? And he got mad at me. He's like, I don't know. He just fucking, he was just going crazy. Can I get 2 baked thighs? I'm like, okay. And I go help. And then I go to ring him up, right? And he's just almost starting to cry about it. Like, I'm like, I don't have money. Like, it was just a complete emotional change from when I had first seen him, when I first seen him, and then when I turned my back to ring up and put a price sticker on it, to when I turned back and looked back at him. You know what I mean? To give him the food. That was a complete emotional change. I've never seen anything like that, man. Like, and I'm pretty unstable too, but god damn, bro, he just switched like that. And he started crying. He's like, I can't pay for this. I'm like, sorry, I can't give it to you. He's like, what? And then like that, he got mad, bro. I was like, oh shit. And he really just started, I don't know why he got mad, but I'm like, sure, you can't. And he's like, tried to swipe the food before, and for some reason my dumb ass swiped it first. I was like, what? And I just snatched it back. I'm like, sorry, sir. And I just backed up a little bit. I'm like, once you get the money, you can come back. You know what I mean? And he's like, starts getting all fucking red faced again, right? And he starts grabbing the shit around him. It was like a basket and like a couple like you know what I mean, candy shit. Like they have shit right next to the register or whatever. He grabs those and starts throwing them at me, bro. So I have to. So the deli's pretty cool. So like I backed up a little bit, so he's missing. And then at one point he just misses. And he throws. It looked like he was trying to throw a basket at me, but he was like, and then chucked it like to the ground to his like a back area over there on the other side. Man, it was. Oh my god. I don't know why, bro. I have a temper, but I was really ready to fight him, bro. I shouldn't risk it. It's just a crackhead. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna risk it. I got bills to pay at the end of the day. You know what I mean? and he was just getting so heated, bruh. He knocked over so many, like, he knocked over I don't know, so many displays and other shit while he was just exiting the building, man. It was funny, but I got intense, bro. I was really ready to fight him, man. I was like, oh shit, this dude, he's gonna have to make me uncalm, you know. I was like, damn, alright. But at the end of the day, it is what it was. Knowledge, the real N-word. So one time I had, alright, so my dad at the time, he has a I don't know, he has a his own landscaping business, right? So he like he has the truck in his in their name, in the company's name, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? All the machinery and all that kind of stuff in the company name, right? And I remember one time he does a couple properties like near Gateway too. So one time he was doing over there, and he called my mom and was like, yo, someone took the blowers. And if you don't know, I hope you know what a blower is. But if you don't know, you gotta learn that shit. But he took the blowers, you know what I mean? The big ones that you put on your backpack and they fucking blow leaves everywhere. Yeah. He took 2 of those, and those cost, like, are pretty expensive. You know what I mean? Or can be, you know, depending on what you buy. If you buy a used one, but that's another thing. But he took 2 of those, right? Just right out of the fucking truck, right? And at the time, my mom was like, she was like furious. She's like, I'm not handling this shit. So we like drove around for like an hour, at least an hour or two, for like a good hour. We drove around for like a good hour, just like trying to find the fucking blowers. You know what I mean? See even if we see anything. And then our last assumption was like, hey, maybe we could see something at Gateway, because the lady at the apartment sent us a video camera footage of the dude stealing the truck and like partial of their truck, so we can kind of see what it looked like. And we were just driving around, right? And the last stop, like one of the last places we went to go check and look was the Gateway Fred Meyer. Was the Gateway Fred Meyer that they were working near. So we drove around the parking lot, and we see the 2 blowers like in the truck. I was about to take them, but I was like, oh shit, maybe I should. You know what I mean? So I took pictures of the license, and then my mom wanted I had to report and call the cops. And when they called the cops and we said anything, they're like, don't approach them. They have warrants and they have weapons on them. We're like, oh shit. And I was getting, like, me and my mom were getting a little angry and anxious. We were just like getting ready to take it. And then we were sitting there for like a good minute, seeing just like, you know, what was gonna happen, waiting to go see if we were gonna go get the blowers from the back of the truck or whatever, right? Blah blah blah. And a couple minutes later, they start pulling out, and my mom's like communicating with them. She's like, yes, they're leaving right now. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. All this shit. As soon as they're like about to leave the parking lot, cops pull up and block them, right? So they fucking zoom out, right? And they can't get out of the parking lot. So what they do is like they go over the whole fucking like in, you know how sometimes like in between the sidewalk and like the parking lot there's like a big ass like trench or like dent indent inside the ground or whatever, and like in between where there's like shrubbery and all this other shit. They drive over that like right over that fucking sidewalk, going to almost hit the fucking corner lamppost or whatever, the corner light, you know what I mean, with the button and shit, and like go over that, hitting all that fucking speed bump, looking like they're about to break their fucking truck, driving off down the road, only to get like a quarter mile down the road to find and then to stop. Get stopped by the cops and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? For them to crash, I believe they crashed, if I remember right. I don't know. There's a news story on it, but I don't 100% know. But I think they crashed, and one of the crazy things was that the entire time they had a fucking kid. It was a married couple, and they had a kid in their car. I'm scared of being a parent for reasons like that, man. I always feel like I'm gonna get in situations, because I get myself in situations like that right now. Not necessarily that, but, you know, just crazy situations. And I don't want to have a kid. And it said the lady, when they crashed, there's reports of this somewhere. If someone wants to, I don't know if anyone, like, if you look it up, you look it up. If I eventually find it, I'll show you guys. But there's reports of the lady, when they got out and crashed and shit, she was pulling on cars that, she was pulling on, like, car's door handles as they drove by or something, and trying to throw her baby in one of the cars. We're like, what the fuck? Is a thing? I think the thing was like she was trying to like get like not toss her baby, but like, you know what I mean, hand off her baby somehow to like a random stranger, hoping like just they would get picked up. But like, what the you just threw a baby in a car. Oh, someone's gonna say something or like pull over, and he pulled over, but like, what the fuck, lady? It's just wild, bro. Your first thought, hey, is I'm gonna try and put my baby in some random ass motherfucker's car. Cause I just looked at, nah, woman up, bitch. But you know, Hispanics be playing all the time. The last thing fuck. I'm alone in life. Oh well. See, you gotta drink the tequila and then wash it down with a tequila smoothie. And the last thing, I guess, the last story I kind of wrote down, or one of the last stories, is, okay, out of all the stories, this one was kind of, see, I don't get why people have to break down, you know what I mean? I understand emotions can become a lot for a person, you know what I mean? Overwhelming inside them or whatever. And finding a good release is healthy, obviously. But why the fuck you gotta come to the store and do it? Bitch, you in public, alright, bro? Mind your fucking business, bitch. What are you doing? You're an adult. Alright, bro? You see 6-year-olds whining and complaining, mommy, I want the toy. You know what I mean? The fuck you doing? You're 42-year-old, sir. Get your life together, okay? I'm 21 and I'm broken. I don't fucking do that. Alright? Maybe if I took a whole bottle of Xanax for about 10 years, you know what I mean, and started calling myself okay, I would not. Maybe that would have to do something to do with it, but at the same time, I'm still 21. So, you know, shit my hands. Damn, she just fell. Okay. But what was it? The last story I was telling you about, but so there was this dude, right? He just came in, and I don't know. I want to say he went to the paint section, but I don't know if you can buy already shaken up usable paint there. But he had like a small car or basket or something carrying around. You know what I mean? And he had open paint jugs with a paintbrush, and he started painting the store, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay. It was red paint, and he like got a thick ass paintbrush, you know, like the ones you see in fucking Sherman Williams or whatever. He dipped it in and was like all over the fucking wall, bruh. I don't get people's mentality sometimes. I really don't. It just hurts my soul. It really does. As a person as young as I am or whatever, quote unquote. It makes me scared, you know? I'm about to turn out like that if I don't get my shit straight, you know? But like he was painting the store, and the LP dude and one of the other managers was trying to come over, was going over to him and be like, sir, you can't, trying to kick him out, and while they were trying to call the other security guard. And then after that, I think after a while just trying to convince them, he apparently got mad. Instead of just painting that one fucking big ass spot that he was already painting, he took his paintbrush and started painting the shelves all over the store and running around like a little fucking idiot, bro. He got all the way up to like the produce section up there, but he didn't. I don't think he got too far. They tackled him, and they had to like tackle him a little bit. Now I wouldn't say tackle him, but they wrestled him to the ground, and he was like, what, you know what I mean? What I do? We're like, sir, this isn't your house. You can just come fucking paint shit whenever you want. You know what I mean? Why do people have issues, bro? Why can't you? I just don't get, why would you paint the store? First of all, that's a waste of paint. You could have used that paint for your house if you're really into painting. And secondly, why the store? Why? You know what I mean? If anything, paint the shelves. You know what I mean? Paint yourself. Paint a painting. You know what I mean? I feel like there's other more productive things you could do. Like, see, I just kind of go everywhere with this. I don't. It's situations like this that makes me really think, makes me question myself. I feel like, you know, more or less. A lot of the time when I see people like this, it makes me question what I'm doing. Make me feel like if I'm alright. If I feel like it's more or less reassurance, but at the same time, I'm also questioning myself. I'm like, am I doing alright? Am I like this thing we call life? Am I actually trying? Am I giving it 100%, or am I just like BSing my shit? I don't know. I don't know what the point of this is anymore.